All right, guys. So this weekend, I'm going to be leading a leadership training for our adult volunteers, and I'm going to be doing kind of a workshop or brainstorming activity to help us unpack some ideas of how we can meet four basic needs that everybody has, four questions that everyone's asking when they're a part of anything really in life, those kind of things. So I wanted to share it with you. This is a pretty easy setup, low setup needs here. Leadership activity that you can do with yourself. You can do with your leadership team. Whatever you want. This is a good activity just to really focus in on, is our ministry meeting the four basic needs? There's a lot of out there, but here are four really basic needs. Here are four questions that people are really asking when they're walking into your building, when they're walking into your student ministries, your kids ministries, right? I mean, kids ministry, I think is more parents are asking this question, but I think internally, subconsciously, even kids are asking this question. But adults, when they're volunteering, students, when they're showing up, these are questions that they're asking themselves. Subconsciously, they're asking themselves these questions. And so if you can make sure that you're meeting those questions, you're answering them before they even ask these questions, I think that you'll see some better retention in your ministry. So let's go through them. Okay, so the first question that I think that you got to really look at is provision. And I know instantly you're kind of like, wait, provision, like I'm not responsible for what these people's job is. But let's think through that, right? Like people are asking, is this going to improve my job, right? Adults, if you're preaching to adults, you're preaching to adult leaders. Is this improving their life? Okay, so let's look at the word definition of provision. It says the action of providing or supplying something for use, right? Are they volunteering? Are they providing something of use? Is what their skills, is their handiwork being used? Can their talents be used? Are they providing something useful in this ministry? And so I think people are asking this question: what is my role here? Right? What is my role here? Am I a volunteer? Am I just showing up? Is that my role? Just showing up? Am I supposed to be bringing some fun, some energy? So again, asking these questions in your head and as a team, and then answering those questions. What are the roles that we want people playing? How can they provide for our ministry? Am I, I'm a carpenter, right? Can I provide for this ministry? Can I help for this ministry? And if you're leading a ministry like for students and kids, are you helping them discover that? Are you helping them discover how they're going to provide for their family? Are you encouraging the fact that your adult leaders are being a great example of what it means to be a provider for their families, for their own people, encouraging that, right? I want to encourage our leaders. Look, man, you are a great example of what it means to be a provider, right? Because God really wants us to provide for our families. And so that's a God honoring thing. So them showing that is a God honoring thing. So again, encouraging that, speaking that. How are you showing that in your ministry? How are you encouraging that in your ministry? How are you answering that question? What is my role here? Are you letting students know, kids know, adults know what their role is here? The second bucket, you could say, is protection. Protection. People want to know, am I safe here? Physically, mentally, spiritually, right? If you're a kids pastor, parents want to know, are my kids safe here? Can I protect, or can you protect my kids? Will you take care of them mentally, physically, spiritually? Is this a safe environment for them, right? If you're not providing a safe environment for students, for kids, for even adults, they're not going to stick around. Okay, so they're asking this question: am I safe? Am I safe here? Am I going to get bullied? Am I going to get picked on? Am I going to be made fun of? Is there one leader and 300 kids? And that just feels unsafe. It might be fun for a couple of nights, but eventually it's going to be unsafe and people won't want to be there, right? So what is safety? It's the action of protecting or the state of being protected, right? There are some students in your ministry that really like the fact that they are protecting people. I know that oftentimes I will call that out and people say, hey, look, I want you to make sure that people feel safe here. And so don't allow people to get picked on. Don't allow the girls to be, looked at as objects. So I'll call that out in them and say, look, I want you to feel like you're part of providing a safe place for people, right? So, and there's a lot of students that just want to be protected. And so there's oftentimes I'll just even communicate that to them. Hey, look, if you need anything, make sure you talk to so-and-so, right? Here's kind of the protocol. If something happens, you can talk to anybody with, the lanyard on or the shirt that says leader, whatever it might be. If you need anything, right? So communicating, this is a safe place. This is how you can know that it's a safe place. Here's what we're doing, right? Communicating that to your parents when they're dropping off kids, when they're dropping off their students, whatever it might be. Communicating this is safe. And oftentimes it's hard to know who are the leaders here, who are not the leaders here, who's supposed to be here. And so again, lanyards, name tags, t-shirts, something that communicates there are people here. I know in our kids ministry at our church, all of the volunteers wear the same color shirts. It has leader on the back. I know a lot of times in our student ministries, we wear lanyards, the special colored lanyards, things like that. So when a parent drives up to drop their kid off, they're looking to see, is it just a bunch of kids hanging out, goofing around, doing whatever they want? Or is there some order? Is there some protection policies going on here? The third thing is purpose, meaning. Okay, so students are asking this. People are asking this. What is the meaning of life? People are asking, what am I here for? And we have the greatest answer to that, right? To serve Christ, to be a disciple of Christ. That is our purpose, right? It's to love Jesus, to make him known, right? And so we have the greatest answer to those questions. Are you clearly communicating that, right? So meaning, implied or explicit significance, importance, worthwhile, quality, purpose, right? Are you giving people a sense that they're valuable? Okay, so first of all, yes, Christ follower. Yes, Jesus loves you. He died on the cross for you. But also, even deeper than that, are people showing up feeling like they're valued? Are people showing up feeling like, man, they are high quality? Are they leaving there feeling better about themselves? Because again, man, when I show up, I am spoken into, I am encouraged, my talents are being used. I'm able to express myself in a way that is different than just like the public school where I just kind of show up. But am I actually being valued? Not just for showing up, right? Hey, love it that everyone's here tonight. Well, but like, what about me? Am I valued? Do you know me? Do you know what I'm passionate about? Do you know, am I able to express my talents here? Am I truly valued here, right? So again, obviously at the basic level, look, and Jesus died for you. He loves you, but also going above that and saying, look, and we value you and what God is doing inside of you and through you. All right. The fourth one here is people or belonging, right? So people want to be a part of a member. So they want to be a member of something. They want to be a part of a group or a class. They want to have social recognition. They want to be a member of a group. And so they're asking this question, do I fit in? Do I fit in? And so I think you got to really look at your ministry and say, am I creating a place where people feel like they belong? They're a part of a group. And are we reaching a broad group, right? The activity of creating an avatar, who you're reaching, who's that target audience for you, and really going after that and saying, okay, can the computer kid show up with the jock kid? Can those two people be and find a group and find that they can be a part of the same group? Are you able to reach different job types? And so are different people able to show up and feel like they belong? Because people are asking that when they walk in. Do I fit in? Do I belong here? And so really looking at those 4 buckets, I think, will really help you. Provision. How are we helping people in their careers? How are people getting plugged into our ministry, using their gifts, their talents, and providing something that's making this place better, right? Like if adult volunteers are showing in, and they don't feel like they're making this place better, they're not going to stick around for very much longer. High capacity leaders don't want to just show up and do nothing. They want to feel like they are making an impact. They are making a difference. Okay. And your adult leaders, making sure that they're communicating what does it look like to provide for their family even. Okay. Number 2, protection. Is this place safe? How am I being protected mentally, physically, spiritually? Are there guardrails? Are there boundaries? 3 is purpose. What am I here for? What is the meaning of my life? What am I supposed to be doing? Really, allowing God to speak into that, really speak into those. And then people, belonging. Are these my people? Do I fit in? So this is a fun activity. What I'm going to be doing is I'm debating either way, but you can put up just kind of a big sheet of paper, hand out Post-it notes to everybody, and write on the 4 different pieces of paper, each one of these: provision, protection, purpose, people. On each one, hand out Post-it notes, let everybody fill out their ideas of what they think, how your ministry can reach each of those 4 buckets. Let them put them up onto the papers, and then just discuss it, do some debriefing, talk about it, brainstorming. Or you can actually get buckets and write the different 4 buckets there, and then have people actually drop them into the bucket. I like, I don't know, we'll see. But right now I'm kind of leaning towards having the 4 pieces of paper, or the activity is called gallery walk, where you put up these different pieces of paper and they just put Post-it notes, sticky notes on there with their ideas on it. And so there you go. There's a little brainstorming activity for you to really look at: are you meeting these 4